Defense showing blitz. They begin the drive with Coleman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Yeah, for Coleman, if you combine the rushing and receiving yards, close to 1,000 last year. He had 8 touchdowns as well, and was just really a great 1-2 combo with Devontae Freeman.
An outstanding one, and just think, if he's on just about any other NFL team, he's probably the lead running back. And Devontae Freeman gets the bulk of the carries. But Coleman, when he does get his hands on the football, he really produces a big way, speaking of the numbers you just gave.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
That's fucking, I don't want people to do that shit. It's so annoying.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards on the ground. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. This is Coleman, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer.
And no, this other, Bernard Young,
free on it and make that play. As defensive linemen, they cover things down front because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy and then climb to the next level.
The Broncos.
You're not allowed to climb.
I mean, that would make sense.
And that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
Look at that, they're like really good.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Let's go! Here's a direct snap to Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it's 3rd down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat him.
And able to find Green. That one goes for 24 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers. Charles, what did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed a tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, well, you can make bigger plays downfield.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase
Bills
it.
has the Broncos.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Robinson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Robinson, 97 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They come up with one running back. That's Brown. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 53 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass, because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. And they'll put Bryant in motion left. Now Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Now receiver in motion left. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They will run again with Coleman. They find some open field here. And he cuts it back right. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 74 yards. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And he's got it up and through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep them moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Wheaton with a catch right side. That one goes for 24 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Ben to throw again. Can't find anyone open. Being chased and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claiborne able to get him for a loss of about 3. In motion left comes Bryant. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. D'Angelo Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So out come the Falcons now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl. Traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle. Starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like.
It's caught at the 10. And he takes it deep into enemy territory. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way. So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more. And Brandon, I think Muhammad's
had nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated 2016 in Atlanta. The most
catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers. So you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Big play here, 3rd down, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Again taking the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got time. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones. Just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished. Actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Over the middle here to Brown. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they'll put Bryant in motion left. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Here's Roethlisberger. And he locates Wheaton complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. A good pickup there at 20 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down. Here's Ruff. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ladarius Green from 3 yards out. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Give him 27 yards that time, and it'll be 1st down Atlanta.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 47 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes.
Yeah, that's what
but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Brooks Reed with a tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me,
and this is caught. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 54 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Coleman. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They come out here in the eye. Coleman now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's a big run that time by Bell. 45 yards. And for those worried about whether or not Le'Veon's explosiveness would return, I think we just had our answer.
ACL? What ACL? This guy's back running as if he were totally healthy and never had an issue.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Williams will try again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Well, they held them out on second down, and now here's third and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Third and goal now. The defense looking to hold. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that's it. And he's loose again. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Aldrick Robinson, 97 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board will energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And now they're in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does. So he has to slide and find open space to throw.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, here's Bell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll come out in the pistol. He'll look to throw. Wheaton with a catch right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And quickly they get to the line.
Yeah. Nah, I'm still in this game. All right.
Back to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run it with Bell. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
All right, Ledge, I'm out of that game, man.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before.
Let me see what his rank was.
What'd you say? Shit happened.